Welcome to the Wealth Architect Global 8-week government working women beginner to intermediate skills to income course. Finding clients without quitting your job or losing your mind. One of the biggest fears many government working women have about starting additional income is this: how am I supposed to do this while still working full time? And honestly, that's a valid question because many of you are already busy. You have demanding jobs, families, lovers, responsibilities, stress, limited energy at the end of the day. So the idea of trying to build something extra can immediately feel overwhelming. But let me tell you something important right now. You do not need to become a full-time entrepreneur overnight. What you need is a simple strategy. That's it, a strategy that fits your real life. And today, we're going to talk about how to begin finding clients realistically and professionally without turning your life upside down. Now, one of the biggest mistakes beginners make is believing they need to immediately build a huge online brand. They think, I need a website. I need thousands of followers. I need to post all day. I need to be on every social media platform. No, 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 no. You don't. Especially in the beginning. You do not need mass visibility. You need credibility and consistency. Let that marinate. I'll say it again. You need credibility and consistency. And wait a minute, before some of you click away mentally because you think LinkedIn is boring, let me explain why it matters. LinkedIn is one of the few places online where professionalism is expected. That works in your favor. Government working women already understand professionalism. You already know how to communicate professionally, present yourself professionally, and handle responsibilities professionally. Those qualities matter on LinkedIn. Now, does your profile need to be perfect? No, no, no. I'll say that again. No, no, no. But it should clearly communicate who you help, what you help with, and the type of support you provide. That's important. Now let's talk about freelance platform briefly, excuse me. Platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer can be useful for beginners because they allow you to observe the marketplace and gain experience. But I want you to approach these platforms strategically. Do not immediately start competing or comparing with people charging extremely large prices globally. Remember what we discussed last week. You're not pricing yourself like a hobby. You bring professional experience, maturity, reliability, the real world organizational skills that has value. Women, you have value. Now, another important point, you do not need 10 clients to begin. Please stop overwhelming yourself mentally before you even start. One client matters. One, one. Now, here's your homework for this week. Yes, you got homework. I want you to update your LinkedIn headline using your new offer statement. Not perfectly, just clearly. Then I want you to spend time observing professionals in your chosen area. Pay attention to how they describe themselves. Pay attention to how they position their services. And most importantly, begin seeing yourself differently, not only as an employee, but as a woman with valuable professional skills that can create additional income, because that identity shifts everything. And that shift matters. Next week, we're going to talk about your first client conversation. Uh, how to respond when someone expresses interest, how to talk about your services confidently, and how to move from conversation to paid work. Okay, before you go, I want you to answer this question in the comments. What is one place you feel comfortable becoming more visible professionally? Is it LinkedIn, word of mouth, freelance platforms, networking? I want you to start thinking strategically about visibility instead of emotionally about fear, because opportunities increase when people can find you. And I'm going to repeat that again. Opportunities increase when people can find you. Okay, I'm Poet, and this is the Wealth Architect Global, where government women learn how to build wealth without abandoning their careers and experience they've already worked hard to build. I will see you all next week.